Bob Iger just revealed that we're going to be getting another slate reveal with all of the titles for the future Marvel movies this summer.
It's like the news, but for nerds. Subscribe so you never miss an episode.
Today's shout out goes to Matt Chu. Indeed, there will be 5 Avatar movies by the end of 2027. We will do another nerd card question at the end of this video. What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday to you. I'm, of course, Josh. This is the Den of Nerds, and whoa, it's been a crazy week for Disney and Marvel. A lot of announcements, of course, leading from the trailer reveal of Spider-Man Far From Home on Monday. Yesterday, we talked about the list for all of the coming Marvel and Star Wars movies that are going to be out there, speculated about what movies we think will be in there. But yesterday, Bob Iger was actually on a conference call where he revealed to the shareholders that the titles of all of the next slate of Marvel movies will be revealed by the end of this summer. My first thought was, holy crap, San Diego Comic-Con is going to be nuts this year, but then some other people reminded me that maybe this kind of an announcement will be made at D23, which is also in August. Now, we'll get into all that in just a second, but check this out. We've already speculated about what movies we think will be coming out in each year, and because of the list we got yesterday and what we know about what's in production, we were able to pretty accurately guess, but here it is just one more time so we can look at it. We've got 2020 having the Black Widow movie and then the Eternals movie. You've got 2021 with Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, and Shang-Chi. And then you've got 2022 with Captain Marvel 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and then a mystery movie that we're not really sure what it will be. Now, what we can expect is to solidify that at whatever announcement they're gonna make it, whether it's D23 or San Diego Comic-Con. Kevin Feige's gonna come out, and just like the Hotel Royale or whatever other theater that was, where he had those crazy slates that, you know, changed a little bit, but was fairly accurate for what all of the Marvel movies were gonna be in the first 3 phases. Yeah, we're gonna get that again, but with the next 3 years of Marvel movies. It's going to be crazy. Now, one of the things that would really surprise me is if they announced like a Doctor Strange 2, but had a title for it or a subtitle for it, something about Nightmare, or perhaps even some crazy comic book event that will be adapted for that sequel, sort of like what they did with Civil War and Captain America 3. So things like that would really shock and surprise people. I'm hoping it's that in depth, but it might not be. It might just be like, okay, these are the films we're going to be getting, and here's when we are going to be getting them. Now, another thing that I think is going to be really cool and something that will be announced is what exactly is going on with the multiverse, and I think we're going to get the idea that the next several movies for these, next 3 years here are all going to have to deal with the ramifications of what happened in Avengers Endgame. Things are weird, the universe is topsy-turvy, and that's gonna lead to some really weird things happening. This is essentially the next big thing for Marvel, the next, I don't wanna say gimmick, but the next selling point, if you will, for what, is gonna be this overarching thing and why you should be invested in this selection of stories that are taking place right here. I also think there's gonna be a lot of announcements about the Disney Plus stuff with this slate of films as well, and I think it's going to directly tie into other movies. So I think Feige is going to be really smart about when things come out on the Disney Plus platform and how they tie into what's going on in the theater. So again, one of the magical things about the MCU is just how it's congruently happened and tied in ancillary material and other films in its own universe together. It's very cool, and I think we'll continue to see that with Disney Plus, but I think it's gonna be clarified. And again, I think this will all have to do with this overarching thing, the damage to the universe that they're all dealing with. Now let's go to speculation town for just a second here, guys. If there would be a big surprise at this announcement, I think it could either be the Fantastic Four and the announcement that either the Fantastic Four are getting their own show on Disney Plus, or they're getting that other movie in 2022 or something like that. Some big Fantastic Four announcement could be amazing and be a big surprise when announcing the next slate of movies. Another thing that I think they could do that would be really shocking is announce and slate Dark Avengers as the next Avengers movie and have it be in 2023. It sort of showcase that, man, we're heading towards a place where Dark Avengers are going to be needed and embraced by the world, which would be really crazy, actually. Now, finally, I want to talk about when this will go down. A lot of people are telling me D23, which again makes sense. It's Disney's thing, but Feige loves San Diego Comic-Con, and he knows that comic book fans and Marvel fans show up there in troves to get morsels of information and to have a good experience. So I think we're going to get a 1-2 punch of sorts. You'll see some stuff announced at San Diego, and you'll see some stuff announced at D23. Either way, the really cool thing here, guys, is that is the next big thing to keep your eye on. They've sold Spider-Man Far From Home as sort of the post-credit scene, introduction to how crazy things might now be in the universe. That's gonna be dope. And then after that, in August, either at San Diego Comic-Con or at D23, we're getting the bombshell announcement about what the next 3 to 5 years of the MCU are gonna look like. Super hype stuff. So it's time to get excited again as a Marvel fan. Man, this year and the way they've planned this is just perfect. You know, a lot of us thought, how could they possibly keep the momentum? What are they gonna do after Endgame? It's all gonna sort of die down. It's gonna, we're gonna lose some momentum here, and that's normal. But it really seems like they've planned this thing to just keep rolling, have crazy announcements, and with the induction of the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, like, holy crap, like, there's just a lot to talk about and a lot to get hyped for. Now let's check the nerd card before we get out of here. I want to know, Aunt May in the MCU, was she one of the characters that was snapped away, or did she age 5 years while Peter was gone? They recently announced this in an interview, so answer that question in the comment section below. Was Aunt May snapped away or not? As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.